Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Onobuhle Ncube and I'm so happy that you are back here with me once more. We're gonna start our theme or our series. It's called Restructuring or Reprogramming Your Mind. First, before we go any further, I want you to understand that you are not your thoughts. Okay, you can control your thoughts because you are not your thoughts. Whatever you think, you can stand behind it and actually say, why am I thinking like that? That shows that you are not what you think of. Okay, so all these negative talks that you've been telling yourself is not the true representation of who you are. It's because of past experiences and past habits that have or even past traumas that you have had in your life that are causing you to think in a negative way. It could also be your environment. It's quite a lot of things that can affect the way you think. But now what you need to understand is that when a thought rises up in your mind, you have the authority to say, okay, whatever this is, I do not identify with. And that is you conquering the thoughts. Okay, so if a thought comes up of saying to yourself, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, those thoughts are based off past experiences. You can now say to yourself, listen here, I am good enough and I am worthy. You are now speaking against, you are reprogramming your mind and you are restructuring the way you are thinking. So I want us to first destroy all this negative thought that comes to anyone. They will always come because it's been years of built up habits. You have a habit of thinking negatively about yourself. You have a habit of thinking bad things about yourself. But you can also create a new habit of thinking positively about yourself and really speaking the truth of who you really are. Because you are greatness. You are identified as greatness because you are from greatness. You cannot identify from who you are not. You are a child of a king, therefore you are royalty. Okay, so the first thing I want us to understand before I even go to the 3 points that I wanted to go to right now is that you are the observer of the thought. But you can look at a thought and really it can take some time, but it's possible. Start little, start by little. Some of the things that I started doing was writing almost like having a book where I write when I think of something that has happened in the past, and I would write down and I would realize that I think about it a lot, that it was something that I had to now say to myself, that thing happened, it happened, but it doesn't identify with who I am. So guys, there's this 3 points that I want us to be clear before we start writing down our intentions and writing down things that we want to identify as. So the first thing is, what you are listening to and what you are watching will affect the way you think. So just be careful, okay? What you are saying, you can say something without really believing it. Those things will not happen. But there are things that you say about yourself that you believe than anything. That's why, even though they are manifesting the way they are. Okay. And then the thing, be honest about your emotions. I'm one person who was never honest about my emotions, and that can cause a lot of clogging up in your mind. If you're unhappy about something, stand on it. I'm not happy with this. And don't always try to oppress your feelings for the next person, because feelings and emotions are there for a purpose. But it's you who must conquer it. You cannot stay in a sad place for a long time. You need to say, okay, right now I'm not okay and I'm hurt. Go through those feelings, but then you must get out. Okay. So for me, those are the 3 foundations that I want us to start with. But now I also want you to understand, what is the intention? Before you write down the things that you want to do or be, what are the intentions behind it? Because an intention will help you to be sure of what you really want. Do you want that car, that Mercedes, because you want to show off? Or it's because you like the car and you just want a nice vehicle? Maybe that's your only reason. But if the intention is to say, I want to show people, then you know the intention is not pure. So be clear before you write down, okay, my intention behind, I one day want to be in a dome full of women and men and speak about these things that I love speaking about. Like I love speaking, you know what I mean? That is a pure intention. Okay, so before you start writing down the things that you want or who you want to come for, please be sure of what is the why behind the why. That's what Oprah calls it. The why behind the why. Why do I want a bigger house? No, my family is expanding and I just want my own. What is the why behind the why? Okay. So now, this is now what we're going to do. Now we are going to write down what we are expecting for ourselves for 2023 and who we are expecting to be. There's that ideal person that you look at and you're like, why am I so impressed by this person? That's because you are that person. You like how they are, and you know what I mean. So, and also how we would like to show up in this world. And also I brought in big capital letter, know the intention behind everything. Once we've done that, once you have now set out your intention, so these are the 5 things I'm intending for 2023. I'm not going to be a procrastinator. I'm manifesting a beautiful car or whatever. And whatever, you write those down. And every morning when you wake up, you're going to go through your list and you're going to be thankful. Thank you, God. Thank you that I have achieved it. You know what I mean? Thank you, universe. However you want to thank you, ancestors, however you relate. And then you're going to start your day. And during the day, you are mindful of what you're thinking. You are mindful of, because you want to place yourself in a place of alignment with who you really are, with source, so that the things you are manifesting and saying about you can start showing up in your life. All right, guys. I thought I was going to make it 5 minutes, but I'm so sorry. Please, guys, we are going to start this. We are doing this. 2023 is the year of showing up as the best version of who we really, really are. Because it is in there. It doesn't come from outside. It's coming from inside, meaning that it's really in there. Have a blessed day. You are such a blessing. Mwah.